I have to say I am absolutely thrilled that I now have heat in this building. It was really pleasant to come in here this morning and within a half an hour warm it up from 55 to about 70 degrees, a perfect working temperature for me. Welcome to another episode of Back to the Past. What I am going to work on this episode is working toward getting the bathroom ready. I won't actually have running water up here until spring. I want to be able to monitor temperatures of everywhere I've got water lines because some of them are in kind of marginal areas. I try to keep them in an insulated space, but like downstairs they're on a wall that is essentially the same as an exterior wall. So far the temperatures have been just fine down there, never got below about 52 degrees. But I want to be able to watch them when it gets really cold here and see what things look like. So the one thing that I haven't done for plumbing is to put in the stem for the shower head. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now, I'm not using this to advertise for anyone. I have never tried this. I love Johns Manville products, but their tile backer board, they call it Go Board, and essentially I think what it is a fiberglass reinforced polyurethane. It's a little less rigid than what the old-fashioned cement board is, but this stuff is just a real pleasure to work with. It ends up that you cut it with a utility knife. I'm actually quite certain you get some amount of R value from it too, probably something like an R3. So we get a little insulation value, wonderful to work with. An old man can pick it up with 2 fingers. That's very nearly a full sheet. And the one thing I really like about it is when you put in screws, you can put in screws within 3/8 of an inch of the edge and it doesn't blow out the edge. That's unusual for any kind of material, even plywood will do it. But with the cement board, that typically happens that you end up, it feels almost useless, that end fastening, because they almost always blow out the edge. So we'll go ahead and put this first piece in, and then I'm going to need to do some measuring for the next one. Now, the one negative that I have found in using this is it's kind of itchy on the hands. You want to have a little bit of water nearby in order to be able to clean yourself up. You sure don't want to rub your eyes when after you've been using this stuff. Like I say, it's pretty darn itchy. Other than that, I think it's great stuff. We'll see what it holds tile like a little later. Another real advantage to using this stuff is to cut it and do just about anything. Get out your drywall tools. It's a simple matter. Mark your cut. Score it on one side. Break it. Bend it all the way down, back up, and it snaps right off. That is all of the tile backer board to be done in this building. I've got one sheet of drywall left to put on, and then the inside of the bathroom is all covered. I don't think I'll do that today. We have a cold front, an Arctic cold front coming in. I guess it's already passed through the main part of it, but it's supposed to get really, really cold overnight. And I've got a few things that I still need to do downstairs in the utility room that I want to make sure get done. I'm pretty certain it won't get below freezing down there. And right now, since I don't have water in there, I don't have to worry about water. But I do have to worry about maintaining my batteries at over 32 degrees in order to keep them charging. So I've got that to do. I'll call it a day in this room. I'll put up this last sheet of drywall tomorrow. And then I think I'll go ahead and do what taping needs to be done in this room. Get it all ready before I actually go to hanging any tile. So we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I got the last couple of pieces of drywall in. I've got the tape in all the joints, and I am ready to start doing some joint finishing. I've got the drywall all finished now. It is time for texturing and painting. Now, with painting, I know probably the fastest thing to do would be to spray on an orange peel, and I've got a sprayer. Unfortunately, it's in Colorado, but I really don't want to do an orange peel anyway, because to me that has kind of a medicinal, almost office sort of look. And although the inside here isn't going to look like it came out of the 1850s, I certainly don't want it to look like it's a commercial sort of building. So anyway, I'm going to go with a stipple finish, which was actually pretty popular back in the 60s and 70s. And that's what I'll be doing next. I'll roll it on and then use a stipple brush to actually do the finish. Now, one thing I heard about a stipple brush, you can go buy a brand new one. I actually have a double one, and I'm told the more they look like an old mop that should be thrown away, the better the brush is. So we'll see what the end result is. Get started here in a minute. Okay, that takes care of the texturing. The sun is just about set, so it's going to be getting a little darker in here. I've got plenty of light, of course, on the inside. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start a fan in here and see if I can get this dried up enough that I can get a coat of primer on here tonight. But that likely won't happen until in the morning. So join me whenever I come back. Okay, the drywall is finished in this room. It is painted, and I'm ready to start putting in some wall tile for the shower. And I've got a little bit of floor tile to do in the laundry area. Now, the one thing I'm pretty happy about is that I left the back side of this wall open. I still have some backing to put in for the sink here, and I'll have some backing to put in so that I can anchor that shower door properly, or shower encasement properly. Right now it's going to come up between studs here and on that side. On that side I did put in some blocking at the top, but I don't have it the rest of the way down, so I'll have to use drywall anchors for the bottom couple screws there. We can look at the back side of the wall here. Okay, on the back side for the pedestal sink, blocking here, and on the other side of that stud. And then this is what the back side of the wall will look for that shower enclosure attachment. So I'll have some blocking to put in up here, in the center, and down near the bottom.